Hi, I'm Kathryn, host of the Wholeness podcast. Today you're going to get a sneak peek of part of our episode where we discover all topics for women around diet-free weight loss, mastering your mindset, overall wellness, life coaching, truly empowering and transformational messages on how to heal your body, mind, soul, and spirit. Truly being divinely connected and guided. So if you like what you hear today, head on over to iTunes for the full episode, and I will see you there.
Hey guys, Kathryn, your host of the Wholeness podcast. Did you miss me? I know it's been a week. I missed you too. Love you much. But let's be honest here. You get to see me every day of the week because if you are on my email list, you not only get my podcast, but you get to watch me on YouTube throughout the week. And if you're in my Wholeness Facebook group, you get to see my videos there. And you get to read my inspiring posts, and you get to be with me on my Insta stories and my Facebook stories and all the stories. So in reality, I think you see me every day. So, but you might still miss me because I would. Oh my God, what you see on these stories is that I make myself laugh all the time, all the damn day long. And it's super fun. One of the girls on my team was like, Melissa, can we do a daily dose with you? Because whenever I'm having a bad day, we have a team meeting. And by like 5 minutes in, I'm like pissing my pants and super happy and I'm loving it. And she told me that I need to start doing daily dose with Melissa. Or daily dose with MK. And I was like, what about mindful moments? And she's like, no, just do daily dose. Do you want some mindful moments with me? Let me know. I want to hear from you. Post somewhere and just be like, I want a daily dose of MK, and I will start doing it on all the books, on all the interwebs, on the Facebooks and the Instagrams and all the things, because honestly, how many more platforms can we have? Well, this has nothing to do with today's episode, but I thought I'd just go on a little rant about nothingness because why not? We're here. It could be a daily dose of MK with me. I hope I made you chuckle a little. So guys, today we're going to be talking about overwhelm, anxiety, stress, you name it. Do you have it? So let's pick your poison. Right now, I want you to take your journal and a pen, and I want you to write down what is the thing that you chronically notice yourself saying or feeling. Basically, if you're saying it, then you're feeling it. Do you notice that you are always talking about your anxiety and you feel anxious and you're talking about how anxious you feel and different things of that nature? Do you always tell people how stressed you are? Are you always talking about your stress? If somebody had to categorize, if you were talking to somebody and they said, well, what's like your vice or what's something that like always plagues you or kind of keeps you from just being in flow or like you don't get things done, what ends up happening? Is it overwhelm? Is it procrastination? What is the thing that it might be a bundle of them all? I want you to get clear and write it down. One of the main ones that was coming up for a lot of women in my community and some of my friends was really like, I'm so sick of always being sick. Like I'm sick of always being sick. I'm sick of, I end up being so great. I'm in a great space. I'm feeling good. I'm being super productive. And then all of a sudden I just get knocked down and I need to be in bed, or I just feel super exhausted, or I can't seem to get enough sleep, or, and I'm just so sick of this happening. It's like the highs are good. And then like I kind of run myself ragged and here I am. The other one that I was hearing a lot of is really noticing that, it's the chronic procrastination, the chronic self-sabotage, feeling so sick of always procrastinating and not getting things done. And that's that spinning, it's that overwhelm, right? Here's what I want to share with you that's so important and what you want to do to actually break free from this. It's not a big complicated thing, but you cannot outthink yourself of a negative thought. You cannot outthink yourself of a negative spiral. You cannot outthink yourself of a negative space within yourself. You have to take your thoughts out of your head, your beautiful, gorgeous heads, and put them into paper. You have to write them out because it's nonsense up there. If we look at different people and different teachers, one of them that I love is Byron Katie. And she has a whole process that you can look this up. She has a whole process that she does where she just goes, and then what? And then what? People have modified it and teach it in different ways. But what I really love is you take everything out of your mind and you talk it out. The only way to relieve yourself of anxiety and overwhelm and procrastination and the spinning and all the things, I combine everything with tactical, practical, spiritual, and it's all a holistic approach. It is my approach. The way that I do things is significantly different than the majority of people. I make everything very simple, It needs to make sense. I think things that make sense. I think the more simple they are, the more they work. I think if we look at anything that's ever really worked in life, it is simple. You want to lose weight, eat less, move more. You want to make money, start believing you can and start doing money making activities, like it's all the things. And with that, the thing that I've learned with the practical is if your mindset is not on board and you have limiting beliefs and things that are in there that are stopping you, and identities such as I am an anxious person, I am always a stressed person, I am somebody that never has enough time, I'm a late person. We as humans love to label ourselves. We as women love to go nutty. We go to nutty town with the labels. We love labels. We love them. Like to the point where it's detrimental, like, oh, you're a this, I'm a this. Oh, you're that, like, I'm a this. Like, I mean, it's fascinating to me. It's like, oh, what's your, especially when you get in the coaching world, it's like, what's your human design? Oh, okay. What's your Myers-Briggs? Okay. What's your fascinate? Okay. What's this test? Okay. What's that test? What's your sign? What's your moon? What's your, right? Like, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm all the things. Okay. So what does that mean? Tell me. And it's like, well, why don't you tell you? And so I want to remind you guys of something else. You will never have a question that your higher self does not know the answer to. I'm going to repeat that, and I want you all to write it down because I think we lose sight of this, especially when we are really invested in self-development and all the healing work and all the things, because we start going,